Good morning. Did you all see me or I didn't hit the live button? Thank you, Carol, for the reminder. I don't know how these contraptions work. She says, lots of people waiting for you. So, Marianne, I don't think my feet touched the ground for a few days after the infusion, and Babaji lifting me up. That is wonderful to hear. The infusions, every time I offer them, are more and more powerful. And Cavell. Okay, can you all hear me now? Can someone say yes so I know that I am in? I'm talking away and I guess you all couldn't hear me. Well, Jessica Baker, good morning. Hello, hello. There's a yes. Jessica wrote it. Thank you. And Carol. I got it. I don't know what was wrong. So if anything, I should look very rested. And yet in another way, more nervous. Because the more I speak with these people, the more there is to do. But I'm not here to talk to all of you about that. So what I am wondering is, in keeping it to our spiritual side, what would be the greatest support for you that myself and all who are with me can offer you in this time? You know, I think it's a time of unfoldment and yet an opening inside of everyone, and who you are and how you feel and where you're going. And without speaking of it, we can certainly speak to how you're feeling. So let me see and go up here. Barbara Ward, first one here today. Yes, it was very interesting last night. The full moon, we looked and it was way far away. And as the night, it kept coming closer. I assume there's someone in one of you that has a better awareness of all that. But for us, it was just very interesting. Finally, we put down the curtain. But yeah, it slowly just kept coming closer. I don't think we've ever seen that before. Marby, Lauren, good morning. Well, I hope the best for you, Lauren. So for today to be a healing day, and maybe you get tired of hearing it, but the most important thing you can do for yourself is make sure your chakras are open and functioning. Because, like Marianne says in her one thing, I don't think I touched the ground. Then you must remember and get your root solidified into the energy of your legs and down into the root. Maybe that's a good place for us to start, is to feel the rooting energy. I want to call in Lord Gautama Buddha and have him put his 11 inches of blue light around our meeting and fulfill the inside of that meeting with pink and golden light. Second ray. So you can begin to feel safe and at peace and yet rooted down into the world. Yeah. Okay. Right away, second chakra. Emotions. It may be difficult in the situation depending on who you are and how things affect you. So let's bring in the orange color. I have orange on for you all today to balance that second chakra that's about emotions. And it goes down to the left and up. And let's see if we can get it out about this big. If you've been working with me, you may haven't been doing it correctly. So you can maybe stretch it a little further than you normally do. See, you begin to feel peaceful. Remember, the outer world does live within us. But if we can, within us, balance our chakras and expand them, the world will be fine as we become peaceful and in harmony. It's a very interesting thought to remember. The globe of the earth lies within us. And it's that old statement, as within, so without. So, not going to be a lot of question about that. If you're working and generating, is happening within your own peaceful energy. And then as we go up to that third chakra in yellow, we want balance. This is where there's two people pulling on a cord back and forth, back and forth. Anytime you have that, I'm not thinking of the words today, place that's going on inside of you. What do we do? What do we don't? Do I like this? Do I not like this? You need to balance this third chakra. And it will begin to let you see with different eyes and through a different balance of your heart. You know, where does fear lie? Fear can lie anywhere you allow it to erupt. So if you can become a peaceful soul, you cannot fall into, I can see all my DK books over here. You can begin to fall into a state of peace. So let's let that yellow chakra churn and find happiness in the love that you are, in the discovery of that which you hold dear to you, and in the awareness that you and God are in this together. You are never alone. So let's take a breath together and bring in the beautiful sunshine light. I'm hoping sun shines out where you are today. It is beautiful here. The blue sky shows itself. Let's go to the heart, fourth chakra. That green, pink, light apple green color. It can be in an assorted arena. Now, back when I began, 41 years ago, it was a dark green chakra. So as we've all evolved, it is becoming, I'll say lighter, but the frequency is expansive. So it can begin to hold a lot of the allness into this one chakra. It's very, while unique, it's outer worldly. And as you are all being urged from within to know more, to see more, this is coming from this heart. Some of the other chakras may begin to develop this too, and you will know that by the chakras becoming more than a solid thing. So here today, this heart is feeling very free. So if you can go and sit within your heart, take a breath, because there's also peace there. We live in a world of peace, and if you haven't discovered that yet, you need to sit here and just kind of let go of things that are in the way. If fear's coming in today, let's imagine that we're sitting next to a canal, put it on a boat and let it go right on down. All the boxes of fear, put it on. If you feel hurt, pack the boxes up that hurt, let it go down and take it out to the ocean. It'll know where to go. And if there's pain, put all the big brown boxes. There's going to be other little parts of you that'll be willing to do all the carrying. You don't have to worry. And let them go out on another boat. So I'm hearing somewhere from one of you, well, what do we do with love? Love, if you go over, there's a place where you can hit a button and it just goes right back into your heart. Meow, meow. Love doesn't have to leave. Love has to have freedom. Freedom to share, freedom to have a different frequency or uniqueness in every possible thing you can think of. And this is what harmony looks like. Yeah. Oh, Elizabeth Ann. Yes, thank you for coming today. Dreamtooth, good morning. 11:11, as I was just talking. How about that? And to think how powerful that we're all sitting here together at 11:11. And what are we doing? We are looking at ourselves. That's what 11, looking at the truth of you. Maybe the other one's looking at the illusion of you. Very interesting. I didn't forget. We're on the heart. And I can't move on unless we look at the back of the heart, which is betrayal. You have also done such a great job at finding a place to put your betrayal, and now I want you to just let it go. Put a golden lasso around it and pull out all the knives, all the arrows, whatever there is, and how you have tried to destroy yourself. Yeah, let them go. They're not who you are. And you do not need that reminder. And as we begin to bring that beautiful green, pink light, apple green light into that back chakra, you're going to begin to think, well, here I am. I am here. I can be here. I don't have to be that, ooh. No, let it go and move your shoulders back and let your back of your heart. Very good. Can you feel the calming energy? You're all doing wonderful. So now the throat. Now, some people would think that the greatest instrument that we have is our third eye. Well, not everybody has the power of light and sight in their third eye, but pretty much everybody knows their voice gets across to people. Whether you have to have it be loud or low or cry. You've all learned since you were a child to make sure what you're saying and what it means to someone else. Now, that brings up the number one fear is the reaction from people when you tell them. But you know what? That's a part of what loving the self is. If you can begin to love yourself and all the illusion that you happen to have stuck in you in this moment, then you have achieved something. Because then you can let it go and accept yourself. Yes, another word, back of the throat. Being the love you are, accepting yourself, seeing both sides. These are all the practices and the truths and courage that are in the back of your throat. So for a lot of reasons, this is a very powerful chakra. Not just the front, like I mentioned, the back is just used in your life every day. How do I love myself? I'm in acceptance of myself. I have courage. Many of us are afraid to have our courage. but we have to add it with love and then seeing both sides. Because that also means you begin to see with eyes of understanding people need to be where they are and not feel hurt or angered by how they show up. See? We're all on a journey. We're all from somewhere else, trying to have the earth help us straighten all this stuff out. And the wondrous thing is it does, if we can go to that place and allow it. You see? So, third eye. Yes, a very powerful gift of power. For those who do see, you can learn to use it to have a power of love, a power of transformation in the world and within yourself, finances, lots of things. And again, we want to open the back of that, the zeal point, which connects you out into the universe, which gives you all additional kinds of powers to hold and to love and to transform, and just to see what you are going to contemplate even doing with it. So if we do a figure 8 from front to back, and to begin to bring those two awarenesses together, you will get rooted into your third eye and have a great capacity to perceive on many levels. Doesn't happen just doing what I'm saying. It's a work, and it takes work, takes willingness, and you will discover who you are in any of these processes. If you're someone with headaches, you really need to do this work of the head and the third eye with the zeal point. And you'll find the stress of whatever that is going in there will dissipate. So then we have the wondrous of the crown chakra, the 1,000-petaled lotus. Some people ask me, are there really 1,000 petals? Yes, when you're done, there will actually be 1,000 petals. Process is in the growth. Some people never go up and really touch here and feel that essence of godliness and purity. It's like an illuminated light and airy. Whew, see? But it changes as you grow. The amount of light that from the root all the way up through you blossoms the beautiful lotus with the white pineapple. So you have everything you need to do it. It's just doing the work. And if you need help, you have many places, I'm sure, to find guidance also here where we are. So, yes, it's a time of year. I heard somewhere there's 3 days of darkness or something. It is what it is. And I move into being who I am, whatever that is. And I find the comfort within me that I many times wish was outside from me. But can you understand my words? It's easier to find it inside you if you begin to let go of those original fears or doubts. So, good morning, everybody. That's hitting it right on the head, right? Let's see what comments we have down here. Lorena's Elizabeth. Oh, Tiani, I assume you like my scarf. You know, we've been here a number of years, but finding my scarves, I have many, hasn't really been the end result yet, but I'm embracing this one as I think it's beautiful. A white pineapple. I can't believe you just said that. Mm-hmm. Well, you could see it as a lotus, but for me, the symbol of the pineapple self is the happiness of home. So to have that be here, everybody's different, just how you see it. It gives me just all over my being. Elizabeth, Spirit sure is coming through you. Yes, it usually does. But today it's kind of overflowing. And Elizabeth loves it. Yeah. So Marianne says, I live pineapple. Well, you got to get your feet on the ground. Remember, you can't just be up here. It's a wholeness. It's a union of all of it. That every level, every chakra goes out to a level of your aura. So as this becomes balanced, your aura becomes more balanced and it grows. And it will be multicolored. Let me see if I have something I can show you. Well, it's going to be like these up here, all around you. These are all the colors of the chakras. Yep, all around you become this beautiful aura. You don't want an aura that's just blue. That's your physical body. Second level of the body is the yellow. You want them all enlivened and around you. Oh, Marianne says, I love. Love is a splendid thing. Do you remember that song? So many of these songs, these writers were so connected to their godliness. Their words are just so perfect. And I am the love I'm looking for. First thing, almost, I remind myself every morning, it's going to be a wonderful day. I am the love I'm looking for. Then I see that love in my husband. And then I see that love in everything that's around us. And more wondrous things happen every day. Do we ever have something that doesn't? Sure. And we hurry and we send all this light to it and get a new perception on how to look at it. That's what beginning to live in light is to not, oh no, this happened, and go into a corner and weep for it for a month or two and not allow all the things that are wonderful around you to participate. You need to find a way to find which one of these chakras is the most uplifting for you. Truly, that root chakra, being able to go deep down into Mother, is really what everyone who wants to do any kind of healing work needs. I really can't say I've heard that about Miranda, but sounds wonderful. Energizing the avatar. Yes, so as you see these things in me, know they are within you, for that is the truth. You may not yet be able to let them out, because we all have restriction, constriction, fears. And I'm going to say this word, maybe you don't, but some people may have hatred and anger. Those things all have to go. They're not a part of who you really are. So when those things come up, you need to love them and ask for me. Show me why you came to me. Show me what part of me can be embraced and love in a different way so we can all have freedom. You can't hide them. That's not going to create it. You have to evolve them. Okay. Still the same. And it's so very exciting to me that what God proposes to us isn't something that's not capable of happening for every soul, because it is. And yes, if you want to ask me, I did watch the Jesus show all day yesterday, and I found it so powerful, and still think there's some parts of Jesus that certainly it wasn't real, so that wasn't shown. But his depth of surrender, of how that actor brought it forth, was more than yet I would have. For his willingness to, well, you know the story, is still to me today. Uh, I so honor who he was and is today. So, yes, he's here within me all the time. So he's teaching me how to help get me there, how to not be afraid, how to let negative fall away, run away, however it wants to do. Now I'm seeing a strip of gold right through here. Yeah, it's about seeing, it's about feeling from your heart. And the beingness comes from the root. Sitting in that root and be who you are. What do you want to be? Do you want to be afraid and kind of have your aura kind of gray and, oh, I don't want to be here? Because when you are enacted, oh, Carol knows about Carmen Miranda. She wore the pineapple on her head and danced. There you go. So, Marianne, you're not alone. Now I'm going to forget where I was, but that's all right. That's good. Thank you, Carol. So, did you all know all that you can be is within each and every one of you? And if you're anything like me, I was determined to find it. And it always surprises me to know there's always more. So I don't know when or if I will ever find it all. But that is the path. To constantly be loving uniquely, differently, not only myself, but those who are in a room. Because there's a time when I probably would have been judgmental about that. Or well, look at that. Now I feel how people love and how much they actually know about themselves. Now, is that a judgment? Perhaps a way you could do it, but it's more for me to know where their journey's yet going. So, life is wonderful because in one moment, you can change it from whatever hell you're living in to light. And I believe that. I live that. And that's how our world is becoming that which everyone desires. Peaceful, happiness, and love, and generosity, and freedom. We can't let go of that. 1, 2, 3, all set. Yeah. It's all dependent on each of us. And along the journey, fear exists. You get scared or you get tired. Oh, I know I can't do that. Well, you have a lot of all of Jesus and all his friends around you to support you. And if you're going to tell me no, you don't, then you need to ask and they will show up. And it could be your fear so big that you can't feel. So start pulling the darkness out of your heart and out from the back. No one's looking for you. Not to harm you. If they're looking for you, it's to love you and to begin to show you how you do that, how that looks. So, 11:33, we got all these magical numbers coming today. So, does someone have a question for me about some of the things I spoke about? And I'll take a few more minutes here and you can ask me. Yes, my talk for this grouping is as within, so without. So I think it'll be all right. I need to learn how to do that. Well, there's a lot of that. What is the that you want to learn? To be able to clear your chakra, to be able to flush away the fear and start to become the light. For me, it would be a difference in a total personality if my chakras weren't what they are. And here's Tiani. We need to love unconditionally the human experience. Don't be afraid. Your angels got your back. And that's true. This is classroom Earth. It is why your soul, when you did your last looking over your life, I need to go there and clear it up. Yeah, Elizabeth Ann says, yeah, get out of the sludge. That's what she needs to learn how to do. Well, a lot of what I said is what you need to do. You need to start the root chakra and clear whatever issues, whatever baggage you might have about sitting and being on earth. A lot of people live their lives way up here and they don't understand why they can't be efficient at anything. You have to be here. You have to be here. And that's the first place to start. And I would go up each chakra. I do work with people. You can always call me. But yeah, unconditionally is wonderful. And it is the answer as he writes it. But I understand it's one of the hardest things for people to understand. Excuse me, 1 minute. So here's Dream Tooth. There is a point when you stretch your hamstrings, it stops you from going further. You have to go real slow then. Well, I hear you, but when something stops, it's just looking inside. Why has it done that? Let it speak to you. Whatever part of the body you're feeling it. And you will be able to bring love to it in some way, release it in some way, and you'll be able to continue. The point is not to let things stop you that way, because love will be the train that keeps moving. You see? How do you get out of the sludge? You got to do the work, Elizabeth. It's not going to happen for you. It's going to be you living life. What's going on inside me today? Meditating, 20 minutes, morning and the afternoon. I'm going to be having meditations coming on to show you can get. And it changes your life because you have an active, constructive way to evolve. And you just let the thoughts, whatever it is, go down the train and out of who you are, allowing more love to come in. So, yeah, it sounds easy, but it is easy. And those are meditation techniques from the gentleman behind me, Master Babaji. Changed my life and has changed thousands of people's life. Not just people I know, but probably millions. He's here, been here before, and he's helped set people free from whatever things we've tied ourselves up with. So I'm going to say, cancel, cancel, cancel to the statement you made, not saying it doesn't have power, but I'm not going to give it any. And I'm going to say that you're going to be gentle and loving, and you're going to be shown the way, whatever the pattern is, to slowly allow it to release and to bring love into that place instead. Love into having a great strength in your heart. Okay? Any other questions? Well, this has certainly been great for our Monday morning. Yeah, 10 are still on. Yeah. What was Jesus' program you watched? I don't know. It's on all the time. It was like 7 hours long about his life. Being born, the angel coming to Mary, and then how they went to the church and he got lost. They found him with all the elders. Oh, yeah, and even how he brought the fishermen in one by one to be his disciples. And when they finally went to the bigger city, and what eventually happens, he was nailed to the cross, and how he disappeared. The last thing I saw, because I fell asleep, was he had come back and was talking to his disciples, saying that now it was their turn, that he was taking his energy and placing it. Oh my God, what was that? Placing himself. I have to go see what that was. That was pretty big. Placing himself within them so that they can go and do his work like he did. And that's what his father had told him. So it was powerful. It's usually on a weekend. And see it in your guide, and you'll see one. I can't remember what the title was, but it was very good. And much longer than whatever show they used to put in the movie theater. But, yeah, very good. So, it's a time where we are very, what's the word? Impressive. Things impress us, or they touch us in a certain way. And what you have to ask yourself, well, is this something I should listen to? Or then you're going to talk within yourself, and it'll tell you yes, or it's going to say no over here. You have to all start communicating with this special being that you are inside. And don't try to run from her or him. That's who you need to become. And they need you. And that's the great wonderment of it all. As within, so without. So I will see you tomorrow. We'll do messages. So maybe that was it. But it was his whole life that we saw, not just a piece of it. Yeah, could be. I don't know if they just do it, the whole thing every time. I do not know. But my husband said, oh, it's going to take us till 6 to watch it. I'm like, okay. Because we tend to know that during Easter they run these kind of things. But it was very good. So if you get a chance, I would listen and see what it tingles inside of you. Because in our world, we have the capacity to be very much in touch with Jesus. You're welcome, Danny. And Yeah, many of them. They're really alive. They're in spirit. They've moved that energy to another place. But we have all attained that ability, whether you have it yet or not, to reach out and to hear and experience it. So you have a lot to come. And just as I do, there's still more to come. It's not like, oh, put me out on a bench and I'm over. Absolutely not. For me, Isis, along with Jesus, is a very powerful union. Isis showed up in the sky with her wings when I was talking out in the yard from where we were staying. It was powerful. There she came. She didn't care who saw her. We all saw her. But it was about the throat and speaking truth. The whole idea about the throat is truth. Yeah, think about that. As I'm going to go, and we'll talk tomorrow. Many blessings. You are all very special. And thank you to you, Marianne and Tierney, to everyone. Many blessings. See you tomorrow.